back. You back. Crazy for a minute. All right, hold on. What you want, dude?
You
All
hear
right,
me now?
cool. I
Do
hear
you
you
hear
now.
me?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Here we
Let's
go.
go. We good.
Let's go.
All right, so we can start again, man.
All right, so basically, you was talking about the source and everything. You started with Dave Mays.
Well, yeah, I met Dave in Boston. He was going to Harvard at the time.
Okay.
And he had came to interview I had a rap group in Boston called the Almighty RSO.
Mm,
He came to interview my group, and he had like a radio station at Harvard,
mm.
that he was doing like 2 hours every weekend. This was like in 1987, 1988.
Oh,
And
shit.
he would do like 2 hours every weekend for hip
Mm.
hop. And my DJ ended up linking up with him, and I used to go up there. And when he wasn't there, I would fill in for him and host the show. I mean, my life was hip hop, selling drugs, street activities. You know what I'm saying? When I met
Right.
Dave, it was just dope because, like, the hip hop hadn't been like there really wasn't no magazines out for hip hop like that. So
Facts.
Dave had the vision, and man, the rest was history. We ended up, it was like, man, shit, we did about 18 years at the Source magazine, over
Damn.
maybe over 196 covers.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't even know that.
Yeah, over 196 covers, man. And shit, it was, at first when the magazine came out, it was just a one piece of newsletter. It was a newsletter
Mm-hmm.
that he was using for the station. KRS was on the cover. It was 1988, February.
Mm.
And it was a newsletter that he was sending it out to the labels, to the clothing companies, to the radio stations. And it was just, it had like the top songs, you know what I'm saying? They had a little
Right.
article about KRS-One. It just was like, then the magazine kind of evolved into book form, a little small pamphlet, black
Mm-hmm.
and white, with about maybe 20 pages in it. You know what I'm saying? This
That's
big.
right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, so if you got one of those, that's gonna be worth something, believe me. And then eventually opened up the office in New York on Broadway in Houston.
Mm.
And the rest was history after that. We did so many things with the Source Awards,
Source Awards, yeah.
compilation albums. It just was a lot of it was man, it was a hell of a journey.
Mm. That's
Yeah.
some stuff right there. Yeah. With everything going on right now and everything going digital, do you ever think about like revamping the source or even
Well,
coming up with
no,
something different?
the Source, there's new owners. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, they
Okay.
already got it. I mean, it's already in a digital form, but it'll never be the same. Without me and Dave involved, once me and Dave left the Source, that was it. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Like it never was the same. The Source was our baby. It was
Right.
unorthodox how probably people seen us in the way we run it, because we me and Dave's relationship, nor our business, the way we went about business was kind of like by the book. It was
Right.
unorthodox, if you'd say. It wasn't like how regular people do business, and not in a bad way or in a illegal way, but more so in a way like, you know, the Source had pretty much all college kids working there, people from college.
Mm-hmm.
I never went to college. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
barely graduated from high school. I was in the streets all my life, and well, not my life, but all my young years that led up until I got to the Source. When the Source first was developed and first started, I still was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because it really wasn't making no money. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot from street life, into the source. It took me a while to even be in that lane to start learning about brands and publishing and different stuff like that. Hip hop I knew well. That wasn't the
Right.
issue though. You know, I had to find my way and find my position. Though I was a partner and a part of it, I had to find my position. I didn't write articles. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
take pictures. I wasn't, you know, a digital director on the computer. I just was, you know, I was a kid that learned how to scratch at 11 years old in the Bronx in my grandfather's basement with my uncle
Mm.
on two Gemini turntables. I learned the street life from my father. I grew up in the projects, so I learned how to hustle at a very early age.
Right.
I think because thank God I you know I survived all that. I was able to, you know what I'm saying, really get involved with hip hop and really have a passion for it. Like, I know about all the when I came in, Spoonie G and them was rapping and
Mm.
Crash Crew. You know, this is before the Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I'm saying? So I've been
Mm-hmm.
around hip hop a long time. You know what I mean?
Long time.
Yeah, long time. Yeah.
Nice. Far as that, and the Source Awards, I know you got some crazy stories with that
Well, the
Source
Source
Awards.
Awards,
What?
you know, man, the Source Awards, you know, the thing about the Source Awards was you gotta understand back in the 90s, saying like motherfuckers wasn't even giving hip hop its just due. The Grammys
Sure.
wasn't giving the Grammys really wasn't giving awards to street guys. They wasn't really
Mm.
recognizing hip hop. They knew they knew the genre was big. I think Naughty by Nature was one of the early winners of the hip hop Grammys. I think Naughty one was one of the first ones, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm.
when hip hop was a category.
Right.
Um, but they still wasn't giving us respect. I mean, these are old white people in Hollywood. They didn't give a fuck about. They just knew that hip hop was starting to make money and starting to get a lot of a big audience. So they had to put it
Mm-hmm.
up there for an award. But they at one point they had best rap artists and best hip hop artists. Like what the fuck is
Mm.
that? Like how do you
Right.
differentiate from that? Like especially back then they didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. So we came up with the idea that look, we're gonna do our own award show. The very first one started on Yo MTV Raps, I think in '91, and it
Yeah.
just Ed Lover and Dr. Dre, rest in peace,
Right.
was just we kind of gave them a list of awards and they was just reading it off. It
Mm.
wasn't no physical awards. They was just kind of reading off, who we felt won an award. Matter
Right.
of fact, I think it was those small awards. It wasn't like the big mic that we had with
What's
the
that?
fist
What's
with
the
the
big
mic.
one?
But
Ah.
94 was the first Source Awards that, it was in Madison Square Garden. We got Bernie Mac to host it. Rest in peace,
Oh
Bernie Mac.
shit. Rest in peace, Bernie.
It was inside the Madison Square Garden. It was in the Paramount Theater in the Madison Square Garden. And I just remember it was dark as fuck in there, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of shit was going, a lot of shit was going wrong and shit. You know what I'm saying? The lights was
Mm-hmm.
coming on, the lights was going off, the mic was fucking up. But
Right.
it was good that we had Bernie as a host because as shit was fucking up, he was making fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, no, I really, if I really recommend for people to go out there if they haven't seen it, just to see it for Bernie, man. Bernie was so dope. And this was like the early years of Bernie in '94. You feel
Nice.
me? So yeah, I remember Onyx. Onyx was
I
there.
mean,
Sticky Fingers bust off a shot.
but the shot, yeah.
Bust a shot. Yeah, his
That's
crazy ass
crazy.
busting it. Fool. I mean, but that was the adrenaline. At the end of the day, that was Sticky's adrenaline. He didn't have no problems with nobody. That was just like niggas was so happy to get recognition. This is how they was feeling.
Right.
They was feeling like that. You could see it. The whole Wu-Tang Clan came up. Rest in
Mm.
peace to ODB. Like, ODB was in, the mics. We didn't have enough mics for all of them, of course.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like a million, 100 of them.
He
Yeah.
had the Helly Hansen on. I mean,
Mm.
these are legendary moments in hip hop because everything was raw. It was our first time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
First time recording it. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like we ended up getting through the night without any problems. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Now the next year, well, okay, hold on. It was something that did go on. Okay, this was iconic. So Q-Tip had won the award,
That's
and
the that's the one
the
with
cra-
Pac, right?
the crazy thing is when I told the story, I think I kind of I might have pissed Q-Tip off a little bit because he got in touch with me, and he ended
Mm-hmm.
up telling me the story, and he was. it was dope because I'm a big Q-Tip fan. It was the first time I ever spoke to him. You know what I'm saying? Of
Mm,
course, he's been in the magazine, but we never
right.
spoke one on one. We've seen each other in passing, but
Mm,
even at the Source Awards, but it wasn't like we spoke. So he told me, he said, "Look," because I thought that when he was receiving his award, there was a little small podium, like a podium, right, with the mics.
right.
Pac went up there with all the outlaws, all of them, and they were
Outlaws.
they were all living at the time. I'm talking Gaddafi,
Stuff.
gone. Noble just passed, rest in peace.
Right.
Fatal from
Mm,
Newark passed. You know what I'm saying?
pass.
Yeah. Those three. Psych, Big
Right.
Psych was there. That's
Right.
four niggas there, and Tupac. So that's five guys that was on stage that ain't here right now.
Was the E Money bags with him too? I think. Right.
I'm not sure.
I
I
think he
did
was there.
hear that, yo, son.
Yeah.
You might have. I
Yeah.
heard that, but I didn't see him on stage. I'm gonna go back. And you know what? I did. You know who told me? I think Nori told me that.
Yeah. I
I
think
think
E Money
Nori
bags
told me
was
that
with
E
him.
Money Bags was with. I'm not sure now, but I'm gonna
Hmm.
do some research. We need to research that
We
out
got we got to research that. I
because
think he was
if that's the case, that's six.
right. Right.
And we got to see if I don't know if Stretch was with him at that point.
Mm.
Remember Stretch from the Live Squad?
Oh yeah. Live squad
So
from,
so
from
that
Queens.
that that would have been seven.
Hmm.
Think about
That's
that.
that's
Think
crazy.
about that's crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
So Pop went. So Tip told me, he said, "Look, Pop never snatched the mic from him. He
Right.
just took the mic from the podium.
Oh, okay. I thought he
So
snatched it.
it's not like he cleared it up, and I respect it.
Mm.
It's not like he went up there and just took the mic out of his hand because
Right.
he had won the award and he was accepting his award. He did go up there while his speech was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And Q-Tip said, look, he said like, and I know he was trying to relay the message like, man, listen, he got with a bunch of Queens niggas and he was going to try to handle that after that.
Mm.
He said that. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was like something like, yeah, he was like, because he didn't appreciate it, but I don't want, he made it clear to be like, don't think it just ended there. After
Mm.
that, they was trying to,
Yeah.
holler at Pac about that. I'm not
Damn.
sure if it happened, but yeah,
Hmm.
so shout out to Q-Tip, of course, rest in peace to the legend, to the great Tupac Shakur. But you know, that was a moment. He did Out on Bail, and the crazy thing was they wasn't slated to go on.
Right.
We never had them. We had a schedule of who was going on stage. Pac wasn't even. We didn't even know he was coming.
Mm.
So he actually sent somebody to the sound man and snatched him up and then made him put his music in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he went and bogarted the sound man, yeah, and had him put out on bail. When you look at it, you look at the performance. He killed that shit.
Damn.
I mean, he killed that shit.
He did
One
color
thing
them.
about Pac, I can say,
Uh-huh.
I, I got a chance to do a track with him at Power Play Studios with what I'm saying, in Queens. Me, him, and
Mm.
Freddie Fox, Bumpy Knuckles. Salute to
Mm.
Bumpy Knuckles, the legend.
Salute
But
the
I ended
bumpy.
up I was at the studio. Pac came in there with Alamo, the DJ for Brand Nubian.
Right.
Stretch was with him,
Mm.
and Mo Preem. I think this was actually later on. This was towards This was after the Source Awards that I ended
Right.
up doing a track with him. It was for Freddie Fox's album. But when I look at Pac's performances, his
Hmm.
breath control, he sound just like the he sound just like the songs, man.
Just like the songs he used to go in on everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ja Rule's another one. DMX is another one. You know what I mean? Like these guys really are amazing on stage. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give these
Nice.
guys their flowers. Because they're the
Facts.
same type of artists. Like they got like when they rap, they rap. And I know from let me tell you something. When you rap loud like that, it's different from Jay. Jay could do a
Hmm.
whole Jay could do a whole tour and just rap like yo, 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 because his voice
Right.
won't get it.
Yeah.
These niggas is screaming kinda.
It's, yeah.
And their throat control is so amazing that it's like
Mm.
they're not getting hoarse. They every night they're giving you the same thing. I went on tour with Ja, I went on tour with X. I was in the studio
Damn.
with Pop. So it's like, you know what I mean? You gotta give these dudes their flowers, man.
Nice.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Definitely got to.
yeah.
Another thing too, a lot of people don't know about you. You was a producer too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you
Like
know
you
what I'm
could
saying?
perform.
What a lot of people don't know is So myself and Jeff two times been with me from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
DJ Def Jeff, um, and you know JB. Rest in
right.
peace to the great JB. Hangman Three, we're a production company called. It's
Amen
one of my
too.
first tattoos. Hangman Three. So
Mm,
um, at the time, you know, like I go back with the Roland 909. Now I'm gonna say shit that niggas ain't even gonna know, but the Roland
okay.
808 and the Roland 909, these were like drum machines, the Lin drum. All right. The
Mm.
first drum machine I ever used was probably 1986, was the Lin drum.
Yo,
And
Zeno, you
mhm.
freezing up again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on, hold on.
it's all good. Oh yeah, no, the service be a little shaky.
How we now?
A little bit, a little
Okay.
shaky. So,
Hold on.
all right.
I'm gonna go take in the living room. Hold on.
Gotcha.
Get us probably Wi-Fi better connection. Make sure your Wi-Fi is good too now.
Yeah, my
Good.
Wi-Fi is great right now. I'm in the crib.
All right, how we now?
Nah, it's still a little. It's like frozen.
It's frozen?
Yeah,
You sure? Man, I can see you perfect. I can see you
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
But you're frozen. I can't see you though.
You want me to go down and come back up?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me bring it over here. Wait a minute.
All right.
Tell me when. Tell me when. Tell me because I'm gonna go to different parts of the house. How about now?
Nah, not yet.
That's crazy, bro. 'Cause I got all
It's
my bars.
damn. It's something. I
All
don't
right, so I'm
know.
gonna go down and come back up as long as you saving these, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna save this.
Okay, save it. I'm going down and come back up.
Okay.